Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ugo Iduma and I make videos on health, fitness and all-round wellness. And if this is your very first time tuning in and checking this channel out, thank you so much for doing that, and I hope you do subscribe. Do give me a thumbs up if you love the video, and do share, do comment too down below, whatever your opinion is. So now in today's video, I don't know if you can really tell with my color, but today's video is a video giving you tips on how to be healthy but still busy and still productive. I know most people do struggle with balancing their work life, their family life, and also to their health, and balance it and still just have everything really productive. Now, the very first thing I would like to mention before we head into the video is everybody has 24 hours. Regardless of who you are or what you're doing, you have 24 hours and you have a whole lot of things to do in your agenda. And it's just like a farmer with just one bucket of water and a field of different crops to water, and still just has one bucket of water to do that. So what does this farmer do, knowing that he or she has just one bucket of water and a field of crops to water? Now, this farmer is not going to just pour water straight front and just hope that those plants at the back do get water. No, that farmer is going to really think and prioritize and just ask themselves, where does this water go to? Which crops are more important to water first before the others? And that is it too, I feel, in reality. And in reality is we have 24 hours with a whole lot of things to do. So you really have to ask yourself, where does my water go to? Where does my time go to? Where does my energy go to? And you really have to ask yourself, is my health really my priority? And if your health is really your priority and it's something you want to put first, then you just still stay tuned, because you really need this video. So my very first tip for all you busy bosses is to first organize and plan your time. When I did have a job and I still had my research work to do, had my papers to write, I had so many things like on my mind: work, business, paper, everything was just in it. I had to sit down and organize my time. And what I mean by organize, I mean really sit down, write down what you need to do at every single interval, like time interval, and really want to do it. So it's important that you get a calendar or you get a planner, and on each day set out what you need to do. For me, it was just a sheet of paper, and I would just write, okay, wake up by 6, latest 6:15, and from 6 to 6:30, I needed to iron my clothes, I needed to boil my water, and I needed to also to cut my vegetables that I would take to work. And from 6:30 to 7 o'clock, I had to exercise, have my bath, dress my room, like just a whole list of things. So you really have to write down exactly in time intervals what you need to do, so that you know what you're supposed to do and you're able to effectively do it. How do they say that saying? Once you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So with planning in mind, you have to also to plan your meals and also to plan your exercise. It's very important for all you people to meal plan beforehand. It actually reduces the stress of coming back home or being in the office of thinking about what you need to eat and how you need to eat, knowing that you have to have clean and healthy meals. So it's important that probably maybe during the weekend you take out maybe a Saturday or a Sunday and plan out the meals you're going to have in a whole week, and actually batch them and just have them down against the week. And some people too, I understand, because I did make a video on how to budget plan with just 5,000 naira, and in the comment section some people made note of the fact that they don't enjoy having their foods prepped during the weekend and eating it during the week and just keeping it in the fridge. They like their food freshly done. If you're somebody like that, I would ask that you simply practice and perfect on simple meals. Have maybe one meal or 2 meals that are very easy to make, maybe 10 minutes max, and it's out. Or you could actually get your grains, either your grains or your tubers like potatoes, yams, and actually like cook them, beans, cook them. Things that take long, like beans takes a long time, rice too takes a little while to get done. So have those meals cooked, maybe parboiled and kept in the fridge, and when you want to have them freshly made, it's just for you to maybe heat them or cook them through, and you still have your freshly made food. Also too, if you're somebody that cannot do that too, I would ask that you make maybe 2 dinners. When you're making meals, make dinners enough for 2 times, and have it for dinner, and maybe the next day have it either for lunch or for breakfast, something the next day, not something that will stay the whole week. So if you're somebody that really enjoys having like food freshly made but doesn't have like the time to like make all those things, maybe during the weekend you just grind a lot of pepper, a lot of crayfish, and maybe wash your vegetables, keep them in Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags is a good way to just keep things, keep it in a Ziploc bag and just pop them in the fridge, and when you need to like make them, it's just easy. You just throw all those things together rather than now trying to like, you know, clean the crayfish, wash the pepper, a lot of washing involved. So if you're somebody that does like their food freshly made but doesn't really have time to do all those things, just maybe prepare all the ingredients. So another healthy tip for all you busy people is to invest in some certain items, and the first item to invest in is a microwave. For those of you that do meal plan and do keep your food in the fridge for the week, it's important that you have microwave that you could easily just, when you get back and you just pop it into the microwave and it just warms it up, just 10-15 minutes and it's out. That is one thing to also invest in. And most people don't really have the time and the luxury of just making a whole meal, and they just still want to have something in them to just keep them going. So smoothies are a good way to go because they're very quick and easy to make. I have like 3 ingredient smoothie recipes, and also with smoothie recipes, all you just need is maybe a vegetable and 1 sweet fruit. I always do lettuce with apples, and I also always do spinach or ugu with mangoes, and if it's not the mango season, I swap it out with pineapples. I also always do like maybe watermelons with ginger. Just 2 ingredient smoothies, and perfect on those 2 ingredients for your smoothies, and you could have them as a lunch or a breakfast or 2 as a dinner. Just perfect on a smoothie recipe that you absolutely enjoy and it's easy to make. So that means for you to be healthy too, it's important that you invest in a blender, a good blender, so that anything you just need to do, you just blend it up quick, easy. Just another healthy tip for all you busy bosses is carry your meals around. It's very important because you're busy, you don't really have time, and you just don't want to like undereat and you don't want to overeat, and you just want to have a healthy meal. It's very important that you carry your meals around. So it's important that you invest in lunch bags and have just a simple lunch bag. When to like carry lunch around, I think people just see making food to go to work with very difficult, but for me, I found a mix when I was going to work, and it's just like having vegetables with eggs just to go with as a lunch during work, and it's filling too. So for me, I would just advise that maybe if you're going to go around with your meals, is to just cut up your vegetables, and the vegetables I always go to is with cucumbers and carrots. You just wash them, slice them up. Sometimes I don't really have like the time to like slice up the carrots. I just put them as it is in Ziploc bags and just pop them. You must not actually buy these bags, but it's always good to like maybe invest in Ziploc bags so that you just put your cucumbers and your carrots and maybe just a fruit. And I always also find hard-boiled eggs something very easy to have. It's just to like boil them for 7 minutes, maybe not that morning because you wouldn't have the time, maybe a day before. Eggs do stay like 2 days, and you just like have that with your vegetables as lunch or as something to just keep in the house just in case you come back and you don't have time for a meal. You could just have that and sleep. Another way to be productive with your time is to ask yourself, the activities I'm doing, will they be helpful for me in the next 5 hours, in the next 5 minutes, or in the next 5 years? And if the answer is yes, you should go ahead and do that. And if the answer is no, just don't waste your time doing it because you really do have a lot of things on your mind. And with also to being healthy, another tip to also have in mind is combining maybe your family life or your personal life with physical activities. Like most people really want to like spend time with their family and still be healthy. So another way of doing that is maybe just going for a walk together as a family, or going bowling, something that will just require you moving and exercising, maybe go paintballing where people could run and do something. So just try and combine your personal life with physical activity. And also too, when it comes down to physical activity, I think people really struggle with this because they do tell you, I don't have time to go to the gym. Sometimes people just say do 10 minutes of HIIT, but some people don't really have 10 minutes. So I would ask that you pick one exercise. It could be burpees, it could be push-ups, it could be sit-ups, and just do them for 5 minutes, just in the morning, first thing in the morning to do. And with exercise too, I find it easier to do your workouts in the evening. I'm Nigerian, and I do know that Lagosians do find it hard coming back from work because of the traffic and all that. So by the time most Lagosians go through the hassle of traffic, work, they do find it difficult to then exercise in the evening. But if the evening is what works for you, then do that. But if you're somebody that knows that after you come back from work and go through the struggle of traffic, you will just be exhausted, all you want to do is just have your meals and sleep, it's very important that early in the morning you just kick out and just strike out exercise from what you do. So with also to exercise too, we all know that 10 minutes a day isn't enough to keep you as active as possible. So if you're somebody that has a vehicle, I would ask that you park your vehicle a little bit far from where you live, just adding extra steps and just walk to your office. And if you're somebody that is used to taking the elevators, maybe cancel out having the elevators and just take the step the next time. Most busy people have a hard time putting food in and water in their day-to-day lives. It's very important that you always carry around with you a water bottle. It must not be a 1 liter water bottle, maybe 500 ml. This is just a little water bottle. To always carry around a water bottle and make it a water bottle that is very like you love and is easy for you and colorful, something very cute, nice, something like you will be confident enough to carry around. So have a water bottle with you all the time, because when you have it around all the time, it actually keeps reminding you that you should have water. And if you're somebody that has a sitting job and you're always like sitting, answering calls and all that, maybe once in a while just walk to the toilet, come back, just pace around, move around a little bit, or just stand like maybe for 5 minutes during your walk and maybe go back to your seat. And also too, if you're a busy person and you're always like on the phone or on the call and you just want to add more activities into your daily lives, maybe when answering the phone, rather than sitting down and answering the phone, maybe just walk, like keep pacing up and down just to increase your step counts and your activity level, and also to also answer the call. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found all the tips here very helpful, and I hope you subscribe. Do like, do share, do comment down below what tips you feel are very helpful for somebody that is busy but still wants to be healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week Tuesday, because I make videos every Tuesday on health, fitness and all around wellness. So I'll see you next week Tuesday. Bye guys.